So today we're going to talk about 5, 6 exponential sequences, and we look at the sequence 6, 25, 125, 25, and 5. How is this being formed? Every term is 1/5 of the previous term. Then it asks, what is another way to write the sequence? If we start looking at this and everything's a multiple of 5, we can write this in exponential form. So 625 is 5 to the 4th, 125 is 5 to the 3rd, 25 is 5 squared, and then 5 to the 1st. So if we continue this sequence in exponential form, the next number would be 5 to the 0 power, then 5 to the -1, and then 5 to the -2, as our exponents are going down 1 each time. If we find the numerical equivalents, 5 to the 0 power, if we're dividing by 5 each time, would have to be 1. 5 to the -1 would have to be 1/5, and 5 to the -2 is 1/25. So if we're following that pattern, we can see that 5 to the 0 power is equal to 1, 5 to the -1 is 1/5, and 5 to the -2 is 1/25, and hopefully we're seeing that our negative exponents become reciprocals. We're going to look at the same idea on number 2. Each one of these is 1/3 of the previous. So we're going to write this in terms of thirds. It would be 3 to the 4th, 3 to the 3rd, 3 to the 2nd, and 3 to the 1st. And if we continue, that would give us 3 to the 0 power, 3 to the -1, and 3 to the -2. And if we continue the pattern by dividing by 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1, 1 divided by 3 is 1/3, and then divided by 3 is 1/9. So again, we can see that idea that if we have a negative exponent, we end up with the reciprocal of what it would be with a positive exponent. So that the general rule for the value of any number to the 0 power, you can see here, and then again here, any number to the 0 power, the resulting answer is 1. Any number to a negative, the resulting answer is the reciprocal of that value to the positive. So those are our general rules for exponents, and using that idea, if we have 6 to the 0, that would be equal to 1. 6 to the -4 is 1 over 6 to the +4, which is equivalent to 1 over 1,296. 8 to the -1 is equivalent to 1 over 8 to the +1, or equivalent to 1/8. 7 to the -3 would be 7 over to the +3, which would be 1 over 343. 37 to the 0 is equivalent to 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1. 15 to the -2 is 1 over 15 squared, or 1 over 225. 20 to the 2nd power is just 20 times 20, or 400. And the 6 to the -5 is equivalent to 1 over 6 to the 5th, which is 1 over 7,776. So that is the rules for if you have any exponent raised to a 0 or to a negative exponent.